I've always been skeptical about using external tools to help me with my Google Ads management. And the core reason for this is because I always felt it was too risky to hand over the keys of my Google Ads account to a tool or to a company that doesn't really understand my business. And especially since the rise of AI, I can tell you that pretty much every week, in fact, every day, I get asked to promote and they wanting to offer me commissions to promote an AI tool. But to be honest with you, the reason why I haven't done it for any of them is because for me, once again, the risk is just too high. For success with Google Ads, what you need is you need to not only understand how Google Ads works, you also need to understand how your business works. And that's what I love about the integration that you can have with Gemini and your Google Ads account. And that's what we're going to be talking about in this video, because we've actually gone through and updated our Google Ads optimization checklist, which has been downloaded well over 120,000 times. And what we're going to do is we're going to offer you one of these prompts so you can start streamlining your Google Ads management so you can get data in a much faster way so that you can make the right optimizations that you need with Google Ads. Because remember, all of these AI tools and everything that is coming out, they are great, but you cannot forget the Google Ads success loop. Now, ultimately, you don't want someone, whether that would be a real person or an AI agent, inside of your accounts making changes every single day for your Google Ads account, because ultimately that is not going to get you the best level of success. Remember, with Google Ads, what you need is you need to follow the Google Ads success loop, where you have an account structure inside of your account. You then wait to see that initial data. You then, once you see that data, you make some optimizations, and then you need to wait again. One of the biggest mistakes that I see constantly inside of Google Ads is people going in, making changes every single day and not allowing the space for Google's powerful AI and algorithm to breathe and actually adjust to the changes that you've made. That's why I'm super excited to be sharing this tool with you to show you how inside of Define Digital Academy over the last 4 months, we've been supercharging our integration with Gemini so that we can get the right information so that we can make the correct decisions at a lot faster pace. So, because I want this video to be as practical as possible, let's jump into a screen share. I'm going to be taking you through these gems, which we've called, which is all and around the Google Ads Smart Bidding Coach, when campaigns are ready to scale, the Google Ads keyword search term audit and SWOT analysis, and that's the one that I'm going to be giving you for free. If you want to get access to that, all you need to do is to follow that link in the description below. Then there's also an ad copywriter and a landing page expert recommendations. Now, let me show you the way that we've gone through and built this, because as you know, many of you are watching this probably already have access to my optimization checklist, or you've used it in the past. And these gems which we've created basically follow that STAB framework for optimizing your Google Ads accounts. The S stands for spending segmentation. The T stands for targeting. That has everything to do with not only your keyword targeting, but also your audiences, locations. And then obviously the A is for your ads and landing pages, and B is for the bidding. What we're going to be looking at through here is that obviously the spending and segmentation is in around looking at which campaigns are ready to scale. It also does cover into the SWOT analysis. The targeting is the Google Ads keyword and search terms audit. Obviously, ads and landing pages are these two down here, the ad copywriter, landing page expert, and then the B is obviously the smart bidding coach. So that's the STAB framework through here. So as I said, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna show you how this Google Ads keyword research and search term audit and SWOT analysis works. So what you need to do is we're gonna go through and open this one. As I said, if you follow that link in the description below, you are going to get access to this prompt, and all you would need to do is you can then either create your own gem with this, or you can just run the prompt and then add in the extra data. Personally, I would recommend to create your own gem. If you don't know how to do that, don't worry. The document that you get will actually show you the easy steps. It's really easy to set up. And then what you also need from there is that you need your search term reports and your search keyword report. If you're watching earlier this week, I had another video where we showed the same prompt, but we did it inside of Claude, and that was an e-commerce example. So at the end of this video, I'll show you where you can watch that video, because that very much focuses on the product feed, how we did it through there. But for this one, we're going to focus on a lead generation business. And as I said, all you need to get ready is your search term audit and your keyword report. If you're unaware how to access that, so the difference between there, now what I'd recommend is that you want to be getting, I've got here from February and March, so I've got 8 weeks of data. So you firstly want to go into your keywords. I've done this for all of our search and Performance Max campaigns. Obviously for the search campaigns, it will bring up the keywords. And then when you go into the search terms, which is under Insights and Reports, it will also bring out the spending or what's happening inside of your Performance Max campaigns. So what we've gone through here is that when you're in Gemini, what you need to do, we've already got this prompt lined up. We just want to go in through here and we are going to upload the files, which is going to be our search keywords and our search terms. We're going to open them. Then we're going to go through and just run this prompt. Now, while this prompt is running, one thing that I do want to really confirm, and that's what I was saying in the introduction before we went into the screen share, is that we're just using this as a diagnostic tool. What we're wanting Gemini to do here is we're wanting it to give us the information so that we can then come back and see the data presented in an easy way so that we can then go through and make the correct analysis. And what you can see from here, it does come through after it goes through and checks those initial files. It does go through and ask some qualifying questions. It's saying that, I can see you've uploaded both the keyword and search term reports. Do you have any information? So we are going to say to question 1, we're going to say no. It checks whether it's an e-commerce. No, it's not. And then it asks for the n-gram, whether you want it in 1, 2, or 3 word phrases. So what that's really looking at, it's really looking at, do you want to get your report or grouping the keyword and the search themes together based around 1 word, 2 word, or 3 words? For this example, we will do it in 2 words. And then once you've answered those questions, it'll go through and run the rest of that prompt. So the reason why we set it that way is because it does really allow the prompt to see whether you are lead generation or e-commerce. And it also just is a double check just to make sure that if you want any extra information to go up from there. As you can see, that is thinking right now. What we would generally recommend while it goes through and does its thinking is that you can head downstairs, make yourself a fresh cup of coffee or tea, whichever you like, and then you can come back and you can see that this is ready to go. Now you can see from here that Gemini has now gone through and finished this analysis. Remember what I said before, that this is not making changes inside of your Google Ads account. You're just asking it to get the data so that you can make the best decision. So firstly, what we can see from here, it's broken it down to the search terms report audit. Then you can see the long tail broad match discovery. What that is doing is that's looking for potential keywords that we're not currently targeting that we could add inside of our account. Then it breaks it down to the keyword report, and then it breaks it down into the SWOT analysis. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through from the top. So essentially what we're just seeing here is that we're seeing from here the top performing keywords in terms of their conversions. Now, the reason for why you're not seeing this is that this is a little bit of an anomaly because we've added in the Performance Max data. It's not keywords, it's picking it up as search terms. So what you do want to do there is you just want to check to make sure you're okay with your Performance Max campaign targeting those themes. Then what we can do from here is you just want to go through one by one and going, are these keywords which are being recommended here, if we're not targeting them inside of our account already, can we look to add them into our account? And then when we go to a keyword report, what it does also let us know, it gives us some potential warnings. So we can see here that there's an overlap between branded search and Performance Max. So what that tells me straight away inside of this account, they don't have strong enough rules inside of their Performance Max campaign. So their Performance Max campaign is doing some branded spend. So what we could do there is add in some extra negative keywords and then also make sure inside of that Performance Max campaign that we do also have those brand exclusions for this brand. And what you can do from here as well is if you wanted to, you can ask some extra information, like tell me how much spend is in between the Performance Max and the branded search campaign. Then it's obviously, as you're saying, it's giving us that recommended. Ensure your brand words are excluded from your PMax campaign to assure you're not overpaying for brand traffic. Then it's going through some waste identification. Now, in this example, the prompt is saying, while there's no massive money pits is obviously in there, it will use different terminology, but obviously it's saying that there's no specific areas that we can see a large performance of spend. And then it runs down into what we call our SWOT analysis. Now, if you're unfamiliar with what a SWOT analysis is, it's looking at our strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. And it's sort of saying through here, strengths are high intent conversions, and it's giving some different keywords. Now, I've had to break some of these out, but we can say like TIG welding, themes are very high conversion counts. What we would be looking at from there, we go, is there any opportunities inside of that keyword theme? So what I would then go from there is we could then follow up or just copy that, and we could sit there and go, So what I've asked there, I've gone through and just said, what are we currently spending on TIG welding? And are there opportunities to spend more in that theme? And then what is the conversion metrics for TIG welding versus other themes? The big thing that I'll go through and I'll run this extra prompt here very quickly. I just want to let you know, this was not designed for it to give you the answer the very first time. This was designed to give you the data that you need so that you can come back and do some extra questions. So use your critical thinking about what you know for the business and what you know inside of the Google Ads account so that you can get better results. So before I press go on this extra question, what I generally do is I run down and we're saying weaknesses. So a large potential spend is hidden in other search terms. We know because they're running Performance Max, that is going to be a case that we're not going to be able to hide from. With the opportunities, we can see here broad match scaling, the long-term themes identified should be moved from search terms to keywords. Okay, so what that's giving us a recommendation to do is that it's seeing that there are some long tail themes that we could add as exact match keywords so that we can move those terms from the other search terms to actually get the actual data on there. And then there's obviously some threats and it just breaks it down from there. But let's go through and press go on that extra prompt. And then what it's giving us from here, it's saying in terms of this keyword theme that I asked it to give us more data on, it's saying that we're only spending $73 on there. It accounts for, under 1% or 1% of a total spend. We're getting 2 conversions. And the conversion rate is 5%. And then it's broken it down and basically for this time period, I only had $73 worth of spend, but it is producing some conversions and the cost per conversion is higher than some of the others, but we know for this brand, they're happy with anything under $70 mark. So what I would take away from that is I'd go, it would be worthwhile adding in a separate either TIG welding ad group, or if we wanted to, we could actually add it as a separate campaign. What I would probably do in this instant is I would first add it as an individual ad group inside of the current campaign. And then if we were noticing that we still weren't getting that spend, we would then break it out into another campaign. What I'm really hoping that you're seeing from this, the way that we created this is it's not for you to turn off your critical thinking and for you just to blindly follow what Gemini is saying. What these prompts were designed to do was to really, really quickly analyze what's happening in your account so you can see this data so that you can do that process of what I did there, asking extra questions, getting extra information back. And sometimes we've gone through a process of, 40 minutes to an hour, especially for larger accounts. And it's really allowed us very, very quickly to come away with 3 or 4 core recommendations which can improve the performance of your account. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Aaron Young from Define Digital Academy. And remember, if you want to get access to that one free prompt that you can use for your own campaign research so you can optimize your Google Ads accounts, just follow that link in the description below. And if you'd like to see how we did this inside of Claude for an e-commerce example, go through and watch this video right here. And also remember that if you want success with these tools, you do still need to know how to correctly optimize and review a Google Ads accounts. And if you'd like to know more about how we do that, especially for lead generation, go through and watch this video right here where we do some live optimizations with one of my Google Ads coaches inside of Define Digital Academy with Johan. So thank you so much for joining me. I look forward to seeing you in one of these videos right now. See ya.